Good morning, everyone. In this lesson, I am going to discuss on how to multiply a fraction by a mixed number for grade 6. For today's objectives, at the end of the lesson, the student will be able to enumerate the steps in multiplying fraction by a mixed number, apply the steps in multiplying fraction by a mixed number, and multiply simple fraction and mixed fraction. Let's have an example. 2/3 times 1 and 4/5. First step in multiplying fraction by a mixed number is to change the mixed number into an improper fraction. So our improper fraction here is 1 and 4/5. In changing 1 and 4/5 into an improper fraction is we will multiply the denominator, which is 5, to the whole number, which is 1, and then we will add the numerator, which is 4. So 5 times 1 is equal to 5, plus 4 is equal to 9, and then simply copy the denominator, which is 5. So the improper fraction of 1 and 4/5 is 9/5. And then copy the multiplicand, which is 2/3. Next step is to use cancellation method if possible. So let's see the numerators and denominators if they have the greatest common factor. Let's see the denominator of the multiplicand, which is 3, and then the numerator of the multiplier, which is 9. So 3 and 9 have common factor. So we need to cancel 3 and 9 since they have common factor. The common factor of 3 and 9 is 3. Therefore, we divide 3 and 9 by 3. So 3 divided by 3 is equal to 1, and then 9 divided by 3 is equal to 3. So we have 2 1 times 3/5. Next step is to multiply the numerator by the numerator and then multiply the denominator by the denominator. Let's multiply the numerator first. 2 times 3 is equal to 6. Let's multiply the denominator. 1 times 5 is equal to 5. So the answer is 6/5. But 6/5 is an improper fraction because the numerator, which is 6, is bigger than the denominator, which is 5. So we need to simplify by dividing the numerator 6 to the denominator, which is 5. So 6 divided by 5 is equal to 1. 1 times 5 is equal to 5. 6 minus 5 is equal to 1. So the quotient 1 is the whole number, the remainder 1 is the numerator, and then the divisor, which is 5, is the denominator. So the final answer is 1 and 1/5. Next example, 5/12 times 4 and 2/5. First step is to change the mixed number into an improper fraction. So our mixed number here is 4 and 2/5. In changing 4 and 2/5 into an improper fraction is we will multiply the denominator 5 to the whole number, which is 4, and then we will add the numerator, which is 2. 5 times 4 is equal to 20, plus 2 is equal to 22, and then simply copy the denominator, which is 5. So the improper fraction of 4 and 2/5 is 22/5. And then copy the multiplicand, which is 5/12. Next step is to use cancellation method if possible. So let's see the numerators and denominators if they have the greatest common factor. Let's see the numerator of the multiplicand, which is 5, and then the denominator of the multiplier, which is also 5. So 5 and 5 have common factor. So we need to cancel both 5 since they have common factor. The common factor of 5 and 5 is 5. Therefore, we divide both by 5. 5 divided by 5 is equal to 1. Next, let's see the denominator. Let's see the denominator of the multiplicand, which is 12, and then the numerator of the multiplier, which is 22. 12 and 22 have common factor. So we need to cancel 12 and 22 since they have common factor. The common factor of 12 and 22 is 2. Therefore, we divide 12 and 22 by 2. 12 divided by 2 is equal to 6. And then 22 divided by 2 is equal to 11. So we have 1/6 times 11 1. Next step is to multiply the numerator by the numerator and then multiply the denominator by the denominator. Let's multiply the numerator first. 1 times 11 is equal to 11, and then let's multiply the denominator. 6 times 1 is equal to 6. So the answer is 11/6. Since 11/6 is an improper fraction, because the numerator, which is 11, is bigger than the denominator, which is 6. So we need to simplify by dividing the 11 to the denominator, which is 6. So 11 divided by 6 is equal to 1. 1 times 6 is equal to 6. And then 11 minus 6 is equal to 5. So the quotient 1 is the whole number. The remainder, which is 5, is our numerator, and then the divisor, which is 6, is the denominator. So the final answer is 1 and 5/6. I hope you learned in this lesson on how to multiply fraction by a mixed number. Thank you for listening. See you next time. Goodbye.